I might lose it. I might lose it.
Yeah, what you expect? They supposed to go out there and beat the freaking Patriots. Yeah, okay.
I might lose it.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very good pass rush. The Giants are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against the Ravens team that will need to deal with that all game. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants.
Boy.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
3rd down is the down both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On the return, Hester. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The first carry for a former Trojan. This is Buck Allen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, Flacco now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. In this offense, they look towards Steve Smith a lot.
It's a good idea because if you don't, you're going to hear about it. No one plays the wide receiver position angrier or better than Steve Smith Sr.
Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2-tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Third and just one. It's Flacco. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now it's Taliaferro, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Again, they run with Taliaferro. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lorenzo Taliaferro, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On first down, Manning. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him a defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
They come out here in the eye. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Manning going to throw. He finds Beckham complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. So Manning to Beckham, in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On play action, it's Manning. And
come on.
there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing now is Manning. It's caught. Shepard. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second down, 8. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taking what the defense will give him.
Manning now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
On third and long, it's Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings. And that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, Eli comes off, and on is Josh Brown for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They come out here in the eye. Second down, Flacco now. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Third down, here's Forsett. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Manning throwing on second down, surveying the field. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They go play action here on first down. And now the ball comes up. There he goes, left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Manning to throw on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Terrell Suggs, in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. From the gun on third down, Manning. He'll rifle this one deep. And got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 92 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. To throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It's JPP, 7th-year man Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John
timeout,
Harbaugh's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Flacco to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him, it leads to an incompletion we just saw there. That's winning football.
Here's Beckham. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to...
And that's caught inside the 30.
Good catch, boy.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And he motions the wide receiver. Manning to throw on second down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Manning again. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Will tie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one going. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Fielded about a yard deep. And there's a flag on the play.
New
and a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
What's up, little man?
On the carry, it's Taliaferro. And he's got some space here. And he'll cut it to the left sideline.
Nice.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. Nice. 49 yards. Now, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
They come out here in the eye. Flacco.
Yes, sir. Good sack. That's what I'm talking about, son. Good sack.
That brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And that is...
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They go play action here on first down. And
You're not catching that boy.
What a catch.
You're not catching that boy. You're not catching that boy. That's what I'm talking about.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for Baltimore first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled.
Come here, nigga.
Wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and
Come
it
here,
brings
nigga.
up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To pass, Flacco. Now a hit.
Come here, nigga.
Flacco drops
Get
the
that.
football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys
That's
are
what I'm
going to
talking
take
about,
over
dude.
at the
I know.
21-yard line.
Hey, Miss Jordan, how you doing?
And following that long touchdown,
I'm doing all right,
that's a
Miss Jordan.
one-play drive last time. To see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I can't get
that's what
the
you
run
work
going
on
for
all the time.
nothing,
Make
bro.
sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see
Nigga,
how
rushing
they
yards are
adjust.
negatives. -9.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's
Good catch. That boy Cruz.
And he's got the first
That's what I'm
down as
talking
he
about.
gets it to the 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So now it's 1st and goal, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead,
and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants
hey. Blasphemous.
As they cash in for 6. And here it's just a simple question of
whether I ain't hating.
The ball broke the play. Well,
I'm not a hater. I know it's true.
It can be really complicated.
We would love for it to be simple, to know that it did actually cross the plane of the goal line. But
he always gonna look like his mama.
It's a difficult call. All it takes is a portion of the ball crossing that line. Now the officials have to determine if that happened.
So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Now they try the right side here.
Money.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Brown to add on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And there's a flag on the field. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Take it back. What it mean?
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose.
Whenever he wants me to sing it, he'll walk up to me singing the ABC. Or he have this little book with the ABC.
Let's go, son.
He'll hold it, he'll be like, ABC.
A pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
You don't know what to do, boy.
And it's incomplete.
That incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Mallett. He's going to launch this thing way down.
He got me with freaking Perryman.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. And on the ground they go with a running back.
Go, boy.
And he cuts it out to the sideline.
Trying to get you one.
To the races,
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
Giants. A big play there.
That boy, she's strong.
His
I'm
second
talking about.
touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants
Man,
add on to
finally
the
broke
lead.
one.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays.
Nowhere to go.
Yes, sir.
He lost the football.
That's what I'm talking about, son. Good freaking play.
For the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Going right side here, and that's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Rashad Perriman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a second knee injury, might miss a second year, but he came back, and he came back strong.
He played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special. And there's another completion to the tight end, and let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just
good.
For it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Manning now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Money.
And he couldn't
dropped
hang
it.
on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He'll try and keep this away from Hester as this is going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
That one goes for 24 yards. And a good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
You like the chips,
and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, bro.
In motion goes the tight end. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he cuts left, and he's got an alley. And all the way in.
That nigga Steve Strong.
A great effort. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Boy, get off my tablet.
And the lead
What the hell is
now,
wrong
3
with you?
touchdowns at 21 points.
Oh, come on. Really?
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Yes.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Right.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Dang, that nigga
And
locked
Baltimore
Landon Collins
gets
out,
set
though.
to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Allen. And the hole closes quickly.
I ain't really
he gets
check
it
it out
across
yet.
the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Boy, move.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap
Boy, you
up
step on my
garbage
damn
time
iPad one more
after
time.
this.
I'm gonna kick you in your throat. Right.
Another run, this time though for Sam. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 6-yard gain and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
What a gave up.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on the punt for
42-21.
Baltimore.
Ian, come out there.
His 4th. 135 there. Do I have another one after this? No. Huh? Yeah, I watched it.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year, to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same.
I think he got
Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and
they got 182 yards rushing.
Indeed, they protected the home field, and now the final stage.
Started off rough. Nigga came through like a dream, boy. Straight up.
Beckham will go in motion right. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Yeah.
Not enough there for a first gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That's it. I can't afford no more injuries.
All afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons, but if for nothing else,
that nigga started on me 14-0.
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline,
he couldn't pass. He couldn't pass the whole game, bro.
You might get a plus
he got that
in your
one
column instead of a minus.
lucky pass to Perryman.
So for the Giants,
he had a short field and ran for a touchdown. Ran the ball down my throat. And then he got a fumble recovery and took it all the way back.
Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Oh, yeah, then he danced in the end zone when he got that fumble. That nigga danced the whole time. Yeah.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Boy, Eli been doing his thing, dog. I just need to settle down and stop trying to freaking bomb everybody. That's what I stopped doing. Stop trying to bomb niggas and just play football. You know what I'm saying? Take what the defense give you.